but in general, in reality, we use system of resistors. For example, your electric appliances, you use many, and many electrical appliances have many resistors, will act as a resistor. Then you have noticed how the current through a conductor depends upon its resistance and potential difference across the ends. We have discussed by using Ohm's law. In various electrical gadgets, we often use resistors in various combination. Okay, that combination, let us try to understand. Okay, so there are two different combinations. See, one is like this, end to end. One resistance is there, and at the end of one resistance, other resistance. At the end of one resistance, other resistance. Okay, in this way, they are connected. This kind of end-to-end connections are called series connection. And there is a one more type of connection, like this, like in this figure, a combination of resistor in which three resistors are connected together between the 2 points X and Y. Actually, they have given here X and Y, but here they have indicated with AB. It should be X and Y. Here the resistors are connected to be in parallel. Okay, so resistors are connected to be in parallel. Okay, so there are two kinds of connections. So by seeing the resistance connection, you may not be understanding whether they are connected in series or parallel, but there are some quantities will change. If the resistors are in series, then current is constant for each resistance, but voltage is divided. Voltage drop occurs at R1 some, at R2 some, at R3 some. Okay, and in the case of parallel connection, current is divided and voltage is constant for R1, R2, R3. Okay, so based on the voltage and current, you can understand whether the resistors are in series or parallel. Okay, so here you see from this battery, there is a current flow is there. I, in the case of parallel connection, it is divided I1, I2, I3. This I1, I2, I3 combined together will form a total current I. So based on the division of current, you can tell whether the resistors are in parallel or in series. So if the current is divided, they are called as, they are connected in parallel. And in this case, if you see, if you send I current, R1 also will take I current only, R2 also will take I current only, R3 also will take I current only. So I is not divided here. Okay. So based on that, we can say the resistors are connected in series or parallel. So let us go indeed. Resistors are in series. So when you add R1, R2, R3, just like you take 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, and you connect ammeter here, you connect ammeter in between R1 and R2 or R2 and R3, and you try to compare the current values, and current value remains same. Okay, whatever the position of the ammeter, the current value remains same. It means that in series combination of resistance, the current is the same in every part of the circuit, or same current through each resistor. That is what we observe. And in the case of parallel connection, let us take, insert a voltmeter across the ends X and Y of the series combination of the circuits. Sorry, here also they are taking series only. Then they are measuring the voltage. Okay. Then plug the key, okay, and note down the voltmeter reading at each resistance value V1, V2, V3. The resistance is, you will observe that the potential difference V is equal to the sum of the potential differences V1, V2, V3. That is, the total potential difference across the combination of the resistor in series is equal to the sum of the potential difference across the individual resistors. That is, V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So for example, if you take 12-volt battery and you are taking 3 ohms, 3 ohms, 3 ohms, let us say, then voltage for 3 ohm battery is 4 volts, 4 volts, 4 volts, like that. It will be divided. In a series circuit, current is constant, but voltage is divided. Okay. In the electric circuit shown in figure 12.8, 12.8, yeah, yeah. With the current through the circuit, I be the current through the circuit. The current through each resistor is also I. It is possible to replace the three resistors joined in series by an equivalent single resistor R, such that the potential difference V across it and the current I through the circuit remains same. Applying the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2, V3 is equal to IR3. So IR is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. So from here, resultant resistance I gets cancelled. So resultant resistance will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. For example, you are taking 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 different resistors. Whatever the voltage you get in 1 ohm plus 2 ohm plus 3 ohm, same voltage you will also get if you add and if you replace it with 6 ohm resistors. 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. So in the case of series connection, if R1, R2, R3 are n number of resistors, it can be not only 3, it can be 2, it can be 4, it can be n. Then the resultant resistance value R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on. In this example, there are 4 ohms conductor and 20 ohms electric lamp is given, and they are asking you to find out total resistance. They are connected in series, so 4 ohm plus 20 ohm, total 24 ohms is the total resistance. And the current through the circuit, to find out it, you use Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. V is 6 volt and resistance is 24. So current value is 0.25 ampere. And the potential difference across the electric lamp, we have current, we have resistance. So 0.25 into 4, that is 1 volt across the conductor, and 0.25 into 20 ohms resistors electric lamp is equal to 5 volt across this electric lamp. And if you want to replace it, then you have to use a combination of 4 plus 20, 24 ohm resistance conductor, then it will be equivalent circuit to the given circuit.